like amoeba. We have seen already. In the previous class, we have went through one video. Have you seen what is the digestion, how the digestion is going on in the human body, how the system works. We have seen all these things. So, the first part which is directly involved in the digestion system in human beings, that is nothing but the mouth, or we can call it as the scientific name of the mouth is nothing but it is a buccal cavity. So, what do you mean by how actually this process is going on? See here, apart from all the remaining animals, the human being is having only one facility. We can intake the food with our hands. Remaining all animals directly there, taking the food with their mouth or like that. They don't have the hands to pick up the food and intake in the mouth. So human being is the only one living organism who is having the facility to take the food from with their hands, and we can intake that food. So the food taking process or intaking process is having a scientific name. Already in the first lesson, when we start this lesson, we have told that process is called as an ingestion process. Taking the food inside the mouth is called as an ingestion process. So, how the process is going on in the first part of the digestion system, that is the mouth or the buccal cavity. You can see that one, how the mouth structure of a human beings we are having. Suppose if the direct part which is going to involve in the digestion system, that is our teeth. They are making this complex food, convert the food into a simpler substances or cut into a small pieces. We can't eat that whole chapati directly because our food pipe or our esophagus don't have that much size to take all this food as it is. So in the previous class we have seen, in the mouth we are having the tongue, salivary glands are there. So what is the function of the salivary glands? They are going to secrete one juice. You can see that in our mouth always a liquid structure is flowing. So what is the function of that one? That is called as a saliva. So that will mix with our food whatever we are eating, and it will make our food soft as much as possible to flow easily through our food pipe or esophagus. So this saliva has a very, what we can say, an important function. And the main function that is taken by our teeth in our mouth. So how these teeth will work? How they are going to convert the hard substances or hard food into a simple food or a very small bites. So in our mouth we are having 4 types of teeth are there. Maybe in the previous class or lower class you have seen, but you don't know the function of a particular teeth. Why these teeth are there in our mouth? For simple any function purpose or any fashion purpose. If anybody don't have the teeth, what will happen? A simple question will arise in your mind. See, the small babies, they don't have the teeth first of all. So at that time, what they are going to eat? Are they able to eat the solid food? The small babies are able to eat the solid foods? No. They are going to drink only milk. They are feeding on the milk only because these teeth will chew the food, grind the food, crush the food, cut the food into a different parts. Whatever the food we are eating directly not went to the stomach. After the different processes, when it becomes too much soft, then only it went through the food pipe or esophagus. Means if the teeth are not there in our mouth, we cannot, the process will not continue. The solid food will remain as it is. So the people, the old age people, you can see that some teeth are not there in their mouth. At that time they are feeling a problem. They are observing a problem for chewing the food, cutting the food, grinding the food or crushing the food. So these four type of teeth, maybe you have observed. If you are going to see your mouth in the mirror, go through that one, you will come to know how this teeth will work. The first type of teeth which is there in your mouth is nothing but these are called as incisors. What they are called as incisors. You can see this one. These four teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flat teeth are there. 4 broad teeth. 2 in the upper jaw and 2 in the lower jaw. So these 4 teeth are called as incisors. The first teeth which will come in the baby's mouth is nothing but the incisors. First the incisor will come. You can't say that the inside teeth will come. No, the first teeth which arise in the baby's mouth is nothing but the incisors. Then what is the function of these incisors? If you don't have this one, what will happen? You can see that whenever if you are eating any hard fruit or any hard bite, these incisors will cut the food into different parts. For cutting the food, we are using, our body or our mouth is using these incisors. Then how many number of incisors are there in your mouth? If you are going to observe your teeth structure in your mirror, you will come to know that 2 are in the upper jaw and 2 are there in the lower jaw. So 4 incisors are there in your mouth. Have you seen that any 1 teeth is there, 2 teeth are there, 4 teeth are there, incisors are there in their mouth? No. Always there are 4 incisors. If only 2 incisors are there downside, no means can we cut the food? Can the pressure is there to cut the food? No. You can see the structure of the teeth of that particular teeth which is made for the cutting of that particular food. The next type of teeth which is there, which is side to the incisors, are called as canines. You can see the sharp teeth. See this one? This is the structure of incisors inside. So it is a flat on the above side. And they are having only one root in the deep. Can you see that? Can you easily put the teeth out? Can we remove the teeth easily? No, you can see that one. Even though the teeth is having, they are imbalance or swelling like that, they will easily not come because their roots will go deep inside your gums. They are tightly bounded by the muscles inside the mouth. Otherwise, if they are loose, what will happen? Easily the teeth will fall down, but it will not like that. Until a tooth decay is there, if your teeth is not having, if they are having any problem, until that one the teeth will not fall down. If your teeth are very healthy, very clean, it will fall down at the age of 60 or 70. Until that your teeth are very strong. So because of this root, the teeth will go deep inside the gums. What do you mean by gums then? The skin structure, can you see in your mouth? The red structure is that is nothing but it is the gums, in which these roots will go deep inside. That will hold the teeth very tightly. That's why, see here, every time the food is not of same type. The different type of food we are eating. At that time, the teeth has to put the different pressure. Soft food easily we can, but the hard food, tearing or cutting take the example of apple. If you want to eat the apple, how this, it is soft or hard to cut? It is harder for the teeth. If this teeth is not strong, his teeth is able to cut that apple? No. So these incisors are very important. 4 incisors are there in your mouth. Next type is canines. You can see this sharp 4 teeth next to the incisors. They are also 4 in number. 2 in the upper jaw and 2 in the lower jaw. So why these canines are having the different structure? Well, the one basic question, why all the teeth are not having the same shape and size? Are they having the same? No, they are having the different shape, different size. Some teeth are broad, some teeth are sharp, like that. So these canines are behind the incisors. They are also 4 in number. So what is the main function of these canines? To tear the food. You have seen that the carnivorous animals like lion, tiger, even though the dogs or cat, they are having the very sharp canines. These 4 teeth, they are having very sharp to tear the flesh, the raw food. So they are also having one root only. Single root their teeth is having inside the gums. The next type of teeth, that is called as premolars. There are behind the canines, there are 8 premolar teeth are there. 2 this side, 2 in the upper jaw, 2 in the lower jaw. Here 2, 2 to 4 and 4, 4, 8 like this. So the difference, you see this one. What is the difference between these 1, 2, 3? Can you see any difference between these teeth? Yes? Hello? Can you see any difference? These all 3 teeth are same? No. Then what is the difference between these 3 teeth? These teeth are having 2 roots. Why it is like that? Why they are having 2 roots? Because you can see the structure of this. They are flat and broad, little bit broad. These are very small, incisors and canines. But these premolars, they are having the broad structure, flat there. You can see the inside teeth. These are very broad. So it is having the big structure. At that time, the one root is not enough to hold that teeth. So they are having 2 roots to fix that. If this type of teeth will fall down, you cannot crush. Whatever the food went inside your mouth, that will be crushed, that will be cut into a small pieces, very fine pieces. That is done by this premolars in your mouth. So they are 8 in number. Next, the last teeth which are there in your mouth, they are called as molars. There are 12 molars are there in your mouth. The last molar is called as the wisdom teeth. Have you heard the wisdom teeth? If these teeth will arrive in the age of 12 or 13, before that these teeth will not arrive. At the age, these all remaining teeth will come in the age of 1 year or 2 years. But these are the teeth which are temporary there. They are called as the milk teeth, milk tooth. So they will fall down after 3 or 4 years. After that, which teeth will come, they are called as a permanent teeth. After that, they will not fall down unless and until if any problem is there with your teeth. Why these tooths will fall down? A simple question is there. When these teeth will fall down, what is the reason? If you are not following any healthy habits, if you are not brushing properly, see here, inside your mouth we are having a small bacteria are present in your teeth. They are not harmful. They are good unless you clean that one in a daily basis. After every eating or after every meal, you have to rinse or you have to clean your teeth, because these bacteria, if any sweet content is there inside your teeth, see here, if you are going to eat more chocolates, more sweet related food, sugar related food, and if it is not cleaned properly, the small particles will remain in your teeth. And these bacteria started eating that one, biting that one. And at the end, the result is that your teeth will be cutted into small pieces by these bacteria. At the last, if you are not getting aware, this tooth will fall down very easily. Tooth loss will be there. So that's why nowadays it is very common, because most of you regularly you are eating the sweets or chocolates in a proper way. And if it is not cleaned properly, this will end at the tooth decay only. So the last one, that is molars. 12 molars are there in your mouth. The difference you can see here that these two teeth are having only one root. This teeth is having two roots, and these teeth are having three roots. These are the most strongest teeth in our mouth to grind the food. What do you mean by grinding? Have you seen the mixer grinder? What will happen in that mixer and grinder? If any food is kept in the mixer jar and we have started grinding, what will happen? What is the difference between the raw food and the grinded food? It becomes very soft and very powdered. As much soft as like the paste. So it is easy. So these molars will grind the food in a very soft way. After these molars that grinded the food, then only it is easy for our mouth to swallow the food. Then only it will easily go through the food pipe. That's why you can see this. The mouth or buccal cavity will contain. They are helping. These teeth will only going to help the mouth to chew the food, to grind the food, to cut the food, or we can say that to grind the food. So to explain this one, we are going to share one video to you. After that, you will come to know how these teeth will work very finely. So within 2 minutes, I am going to share the video to you.
Our teeth are one of the strongest parts of our body. They are made from proteins such as collagen. Our teeth are one of the strongest parts of our body. They are made from proteins such as collagen and minerals such as calcium. In addition to helping us.
See here, this video is too much large. So at one time we are going to share this one. The basic things which we want to see, this one is the different type of tooths. Have you seen the function and how the structure of each and every teeth is like that? So the next part which is going to take place directly in the different type of food processing, that is nothing but the second part, that is the food pipe, or we can call it as a esophagus. The food pipe, you can see this one. The diagram already I have drawn in the previous class. Today again we are going to share this diagram on the board. That is, you can see this one, the first part which is from where the food started coming to the second part, that is food pipe. This is the longest tube. The pipe went through the neck and up to the chest. So what is the difference? See, the food once it enters to this food pipe or esophagus, slowly it started. If this food is, suppose, if this food is this much big, it is very difficult for the food pipe to take in the food. That's why the food bite, whatever the food we are eating, we have to bite it 32 times. We have to chew that food because you have to make this hard food or the big bite of the food, you have to make it into a very small pieces. That's why easily it can move through the food pipe. If that piece's size is too much big, it will create a big problem for the food pipe to swallow. That's why in here, if the food is too much dry, If the food size is too much, it is, once you can see that it will feel very difficult to swallow that food. So that is because of this one only. So this one, this is a long tube. It comes directly up to the chest. So directly after the food get swallowed or chewed in the mouth, slowly it started coming towards the food pipe or esophagus, and at the end it will come and stored in the stomach. So stomach is nothing but it is a flexible bag. You know, all of you, your school bag, your different bags, how much things you can hold in that one. Like that, our stomach is like that. It can hold the partially digested full of food, or one small doubt or question arise in my mind. Can you answer that one? Whatever the food we are eating, it is totally digested before coming to stomach or not digested? Digested or not digested? Whatever the food coming through the food pipe or esophagus and went into the stomach, it is digested or not? No. Why? It is a long tube, it is going through, no. Then also it is not digested. See here, because some part of the food is digested, because whatever the food we are eating, that is not all same kind. Different variety of food we are eating. It will take the different time to digest. See here, if the food is too much soft, like dal, rice, it will take very small time to digest. But if you are going to eat the salads or fruits or green leafy vegetable, it will take more time to digest than the cooked food. Raw food will take more time to digest than the cooked food. So all this will get mixed and entered into the stomach. This it will be stored in the stomach until it went for the further process. It will not. Stomach is nothing but it is a flexible bag. You can see this one. How it is flexible. It is not having a fixed size. It can be stretched. It can be stretched. How much? See here, a small example I will give. You will come to know how much the stomach bag will be stretched. Have you seen the mothers who are going to give the birth to the babies? How their stomach size get? This is too much big. Means that much big, that stomach bag can be stretched. After the birth of the baby, again that bag will come to the original position. A small another example, if you are going to eat too much food, you can see that the stomach size becomes this much, little bit big. Means the too much food is stored in the stomach. In the stomach, after the process, again it goes to the next part, that is the small intestine for the further digestion. In the stomach, some acids are produced, some digestive juices are produced in the glands to digest the food in a small amount. It will convert the hard food or raw food into the complex or simpler substance. Again it becomes soft, then it is easy for the flowing. If it is very hard or big size, it will not flow easily. That's why the digestion process actually starts once it is stored in the stomach. After the juices get secreted, then it becomes too much liquid structure, and then it went to the small intestine for the further digestion. So we will stop today here only. In the next class, we are going to see the function of small intestine, large intestine. Okay, at the last, how this food will be totally digested and the required nutrients will be absorbed in the blood, and the remaining waste food or undigested food will be thrown out or excreted from our body through the rectum or the anus. So today we will stop here. If you are having any doubt regarding the topics which we have discussed today, you can ask me. See here, all of you, very few students are attending the class. Today onwards, who are not going to attend the class, they have to answer. From today onwards, we are going to call the parents whose absentees are more. See, here only 33 students are attending the class. Remaining out of 95 means 60 students have not attended the class. If they have any genuine reason, they have to answer. They have to come to school with their book. So, from today onwards, if any of your friend is absent, they have to answer while the call is done by the school, why they are not attending the class in a regular manner. Now, if you are having any doubt, you can ask me regarding the lesson which we have discussed. Have you gone through the video? All of you? Have you seen the video?
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Have you understood the structure of the mouth? Teeth, how the structure of the teeth is there? How different type of teeth are working?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is there any doubt regarding the topics which we have discussed today?
Yes, ma'am. I understood, ma'am.
If anybody is having any doubt, they can ask. No doubt is there?
Ma'am, I have doubt, ma'am.
Yes, ask. First tell your name. Who want to ask the question?
What is?
Is there anybody who want to ask? Shall we end the class today?
I have doubt.
Yes, ask then.
Miss.
Ask fast.
Not understood about ignorance, ma'am.
Little bit. Make your voice louder, dear. Huh.
Ma'am, I not understood about premorals, ma'am.
Premolars. See here. The premolars are the teeth which are behind the canines. So they are having nearly they are having 8 in number. The function of their flat. You can see this one. Have you seen the video? Have you seen the video?
Yes, ma'am.
Huh.
Yes, ma'am.
So they are 8 in numbers and they are behind the canines. They are having the function. They are little bit broader and little bit flat to crush the food. Crushing means what? You have to make or you have to cut that food into a fine paste or fine powder. To crush means what? Like grinder, mixer grinder, that is the last one, molars. Before that one, the stage which is there, that is done by this premolar teeth. They are 18 numbers, 2 in the upper joint, 2 in the lower jaws, to crush the food in a small pieces. Okay, the hard food will be crushed by these premolars. Okay? Have you got? At least talk something, all of you. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So,
Yes, ma'am.
today we are going to end our class here only. The remaining things we will see in the next class. Up to that, bye.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Bye.
Bye.